Okay, so basically what you want to check when you check the tire is from the outside inward. So we're checking the tread first, and in the front you have to have 4/32 of an inch. This is obviously a pretty new tire, so there's a ton of tread there. But there are some wear bars. I don't know if you can see them there, but these are the wear bars. They're like little bumps. And when the tire is down to that means it's no good. In the front, you probably should have replaced it long ago. In the back, it's probably time to replace it right away. So that's the tread. And the other thing you want to check is when you touch it like this, if it's fanned, if it feels like a fan, if it's got little like scales, it'll move. This is not very bad at all. You can see one of my fingers there is kind of bumping a little bit, but it's pretty smooth. Some of them, you know, are very jagged, so that means that it's not wearing evenly. And also from side to side. So you can see that the wear is equal on the inside and the outside. So that's the tread. Then the actual side of the tire, this is the condition of the tire. So you want to make sure that there aren't any cuts, no major cracks. And when you do that, you want to look on both the outside and the inside. So just stick your head in there and take a look on both sides. So that we've checked that. Then the next thing you want to check, well, you've got the rim here. So the rim has to not have any cracks, no rust, no dents. It's in perfect shape. Next thing we'd have to check is the pressure on the valve stem, and also the valve stem itself. It's also got to have no cracks. It's not leaking from the bottom here. So to check the pressure on the valve stem, obviously we got to remove the cap, and we're going to look inside the vehicle. There should be a gauge to check that. So here's the gauge, and one of the things you want to look at is how much pressure does the tire need. So it'll be on the door here, and that'll be upside down for people, so yeah, or like that, yeah. So that says right here front, and then it says 50 pounds per square inch, 50 psi, and then rear 80 psi. So if it's not on here, it'll be on this side of the door frame, but it'll be somewhere in that area. So we said this one said 50 psi. So we check it, and the 40's here, and the 50 just above it. So it seems as though it needs just a little bit of air. It's probably a couple pounds low. And on the test, just make sure that you are telling people, you know, if you find something wrong, that you say, yeah, this is wrong, and I would correct it by, you know, either taking it to a mechanic or tell my manager, or this is simple enough, you just go to the gas station and put a little bit more air in. So we've checked that. Now the lug nuts, they're not rusted, there's none missing, there's none bent. So you're checking that as well. You know, you just touch them. And then finally, right here, we're checking what is called the hub oil seal, which is just behind and in between where the rim is next to the axle. And the hub oil seal, if it were broken, there's a little bit of oil here, you can see. That's normal. It would be a big mess if it was broken, and there would be a star pattern, because obviously because of the centrifugal force, the grease would go everywhere, creating kind of like a star shape. So that's how you know it's not broken. This is just a dust cover, and there is grease down there, but that's normal to have a little bit of grease like that.